Welcome to the final part of June Flicks. It's actually one of my favorite movies from a child as the finale. I'm a happy camper for this. But you know, it's this time of year and it's weird for me. School is ending, people are getting ready for summer break, and go places. It's me. I do what I typically do around here. Wallow on my own filth for 3 months and say I did something for the summer. Yeah, that's a lot to say, but my summers are usually with shows or movies that I would watch throughout the year. And I remember this one because this is one of the ones I actually watched as a kid. And this was when Vine was relevant. So you can say I watched this movie around 2013, 2014 on Adult Swim. And I fell in love with this movie. And it kind of gave me a tradition that I would do as a teenager to watch every year. And that tradition would be to watch Summerwars. And if you've not seen this movie, well, wait, don't leave, guys, I'm trying here. Anyways, Summerwars is a 2009 animated science fiction directed by Muro Hosoda, produced by Madhouse, and distributed by Warner Bros. If that sounds familiar, well, that's the guy that actually did the 2 Digimon movies. Whew, fuck, this is fucking awesome. Jesus. But basically, his recent movies too, Belle the Dragon and The Freckle Princess, takes inspiration and takes some beauty from the film, but we're not talking about those movies. We're talking about Summerwars. And to say that I enjoy his work is an understatement. I love his work. His work is beautiful. Like sunshine in the rain. The film's protagonist is Kenji, a timid 11th grader, math genius that is a +1 to Natsuki, a 12th grader, celebrating her great-grandmother's 90th birthday, with things turning to the worst into the virtual world, with self-awareness and ruthless artificial intelligence named Love Machine, finding a way to damage the world and threatens it, with the future of the world being on his hands. And in this world, they have a virtual world called Oz, which is pretty much a social media site that pretty much has everything dictated. So that means that the stuff you talk about, the stuff you look at, it's all goes through by Oz. Your bills, your medical issues goes by Oz. And pretty much, back to the story, pretty much he gets invited because she needs to impress her grandmother, her great-grandmother, by the way. And I gotta just say this, these visuals are beautiful. Man, summer looks so beautiful. I should go outside. And basically, she puts him onto a script about being boyfriend and girlfriend, and her great-grandmother gives the dad stare. like, my guy just voted. The code monkey wants out of the arrangement, and well, shame on her for lying to great Graham. Come on, she doesn't look intimidating. She looks sweet. Mean but sweet. But anyways, the family is all coming together from a pod with a deep introduction, seeing all of the characters of the family that has. Later, we get to see the family conflict as the black sheep of the family, Uncle Wasabi, and he's adopted bastard. Literally, he took the money from the property and moved to America, so the reason for not liking him is justified. But in the deep of the night, the protagonist is sent a code by a phone to be decrypted, and we find out that it was a virus. How? Anyways, he looks because he's got hacked and breakers on the internet. It's a 256 digital code. Oh, that would be impossible to wait a minute. But the digital world is in turmoil. Oh, you know, if I had a sponsor, this would be great. I don't. But nonetheless, with hacks everywhere, it's now just a PvP server. The kids we met before, and the avatar is King Cosma. And more importantly, we see the hacker transformation from Ascension. Now they're figuring out what's the cause of all these things. It's actually an AI from Pittsburgh. Gotta love America. Called Love Machine. And more importantly, the family finds out about why she did all these things, and they just bury her because she had a crush on her uncle. And I'm just going to say this, shame on you, family, you don't have to do her like that. Anyways, he gets arrested and he has to plead his piece to the department, and I'll just say it in this way, they go, but they don't leave their spot because Love Machine is pretty much causing mischief and hurting the the system that Japan has. So pretty much everyone is stuck for where they are, and so he's let to go back home. Basically, he's practically just under watchful eye, but we get to see the real situation that's going on with the president isn't harmed. In a fighting spirit, Great Gram calls the others and tells them to do their part as she's getting everyone's morale up and telling them to keep fighting. And now our protagonist is trying to get the code, and hey, it works. And a playful, bashful, oh wait, not getting involved. So right now, it's turning normal for now, but it looks like they're watching baseball, but that AI is still doing shit, and the kid thinks that the plan to take down the AI. But we figure out the black sheep is the one that actually programmed the AI, giving the reason why it was created for the US government, and we don't know what was going to be used for it, but they're using Oz as the testing ground to bring money back. And Granny did not even care, even tried to kill him. But before the end of the night, Granny passes away because of Oz, because she actually had her medical stuff on there so they could monitor her. Yeah, it sucks. Everyone's mourning on the passing, and we get to know the moment as they tell us what happened. But with the celebration, we at least get to see that selfish behavior. Look, they make a good point, but no one expected this and happen. They need to stop it before anything that goes down. But yet, the only be in the way to just mourn on themselves. Women, am I right, fellas? And I just wanted to say this, by the way. We also get to see that scene where Great Gram just tells our protagonist that, yeah, I actually like you. Keep her close, by the way. Keep her close, because she does this. And so with every man in the house practically just getting ready for this to go down, they bring everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. A boat, communications from the military, don't question that. Ice for the computer. Yes, they even have a supercomputer. Like, oh my god. But pretty much they get this all set up for Kuzma to actually face Love Machine with the family on his back of his shoulders. It's the fate of Oz. And I'll be real, I'm not the best at describing stuff, but pretty much this is just a whole MMA fight. And oh my god, the fluidity in this. Look how beautiful this is. Oh my god. But with locking Love Machine in, the firefighters are flooding the houses and destroys him. Not quite. The motherboard is actually frying because of the heat wave, and then, oh my god, look who's stealing this. Oh my god. But with Love's Machine growing in size, it just takes out King Kuzma and kind of just snaps into smaller things. As the clock starts ticking down, it's not supposed to go down like that, but the world is going to be destroyed actually. With Wamasaki learning about the news beforehand, they read a letter that she made before passing that shows that everyone, even Wasabi, should be part of the family and they should be together. Who's cutting onions? With everything seems to be doomed, everyone is here for one last suffer for family's sake. They figure out a plan to stop them by playing the game as Natsuki challenges to a game of Hanafana. With the fate of the world on her hands, now they attempt to challenge Love Machine and to defeat it. With the account and information as they lose each round, will go back to the other. And honestly, this is really beautiful of a scene because with all of this happening, you can feel the tension with everything. And oh my god, look at that whale, and gives her a legendary a skin practically, and pretty much helps her stop Love Machine. And saving the world in Oz? Well, not quite. With Love Machine still being there, they're finally going to try to destroy him by giving him tons of junk data, but tricking him out of Oz with a second to pass, with the satellite falling down. And honestly, the movie ends with the family celebration and the funeral taken through, with everyone going in with a nice bow on the ending everything. Even kissing the boy that saved the world. This is nice. It's nice. You know what we learned? Don't trust AI. I gotta say, watching this back, I adore this movie. I just love everything about this movie. I love how they use baseball as a way to describe the difficulties as what's happening in the digital world. Oh god, I just love that so much. It fits perfectly, even though that it's their family that's in that situation in baseball. There's something about this movie that there's just so much of their time here using flip phones, you know, that era of iPhones and DS's. I just love how the goofy idea that someone can fight in the digital world with the DS can be, it's just beautiful in that way. I just adore it. Movies like these just have a charm to them. I just love the story of one becoming part of family, even how terrible things can happen where lying does pursue can come and them becoming one with you. Even everything that's happened and resolved, bringing acceptance to him. I just love this movie. Rest easy, Graham. Hi, before I actually start doing my little like and stuff, I just want to say thank you for watching all these. If you watched all these, that's really cool, but if you haven't, you watched one of them over the other, or this one, I thank you for that. You know, I have nothing to do most times, but I just want to really just say thank you for watching and whatnot. And I kind of wanted to make this a series of things I'm gonna probably do throughout the June, but if that doesn't figure out, I don't mind that this being a one-off thing. But hey, if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike it, give it the engagement. If anything else that you want to say or recommend, put it in the comment section below. I'll probably look at it. It's not like I actually get comments on these things. But yeah, take care. Bye bye. Grab, no!